On November 6th, the Nigerian Nightmare returns.
In a champion, you look for someone who's dominant, who's special, who's above the rest of the pack.
To continue writing his legacy as a pound-for-pound great.
That is Kamaru Usman. He is a special athlete, a tremendous wrestler, knockout power, and a tremendous will to win.
And quite possibly the most dominant UFC welterweight of all time.
He destroys top-level fighters and makes them look like they don't belong in there.
I am the most vicious and dangerous welterweight there's ever been.
Let's go!
Usman's next title defense will be a second meeting with his most hated rival.
You woke the lion up in a cage. Open the gates and let's let it bang. Let's go!
His polar opposite, a brash, cold-blooded American.
What's up? Come get it! Anyone!
Whose antagonism knows no boundaries.
Brazil, you're a dog! All you filthy animals suck! There's my division now! Get that belt ready for me!
But Colby Covington's words are even less forgiving.
No one cares about you, Marty. You're boring, man. He's not impressive. He sucks at fighting, and when I get my hands on him, he will melt.
I'm gonna leave him in a pool of blood.
We casted the man who put his championship dreams on hold.
In the first fight, it was my worst performance, and it was his best performance.
It was a phenomenal fight. It was so close, but Usman figured a way to win.
Kamaru Usman finishes Colby Covington. That has gotta feel good!
November 6th in Madison Square Garden. I'm getting redemption. I'm getting my revenge.
This kingdom ain't built for the both of us. I'm on my way to come knock you down.
And I'm gonna outclass Marty.
Let's go! This time is personal.
You're on borrowed time. This is my time. I'm getting my belt back.
Oh, he hurt him! Oh, he hurt him!
Colby Covington gets the finish.
I broke. You didn't break my face. I got right up and protested it right away. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead.
The highly anticipated rematch will happen at the iconic Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, where another rematch takes place in the co-main event.
I came to rise, you came to fall. I came to rise, you came to fall.
As strawweight queen Rose Namajunas.
Rose Namajunas is so creative, so accurate, and she rises to the occasion.
Let's go! Oh!
Runs it back with former champion Zhang Weili.
She has excellent technique, power, aggression. Weili's got to make this a dog fight.
Game over.
Oh my word!
Zhang Weili has her down!
Plus, previous lightweight title challengers with violent affinities resume the comeback trail.
This fight is savagery.
As Michael Chandler
Michael Chandler's got a kill or be killed style.
Michael Chandler! Bonafide UFC lightweight contender!
battles former interim king Justin Gaethje.
He relishes combat so much.
Oh, I got him with an overhand right. It's Justin Gaethje!
This is the end of the road.
But first,
3,
get ready
2,
for UFC 268
1. Let's go!
Countdown.
Game over.
I can't wait to see every fight on the card. Let's go.
There is nothing quite like South Florida. From Palm Beach to Broward, all the way down to Miami-Dade. Both locals and transplants from all walks of life enjoy everything this coastal paradise has to offer. Even professional fighters like #1 ranked UFC welterweight, Colby Covington.
Living in Miami is nice. It's a good distraction to have. Sometimes guys are so entrenched in their training camps that they lose sight that they have a life. Miami just kind of lets me have balance in my life, you know? I'm not just a fighter, you know, hanging out with mamacitas, and living the American dream is something that, you know, I try and live every single day.
Fighting out of Florida, USA, Colby Chaos Covington!
Covington loudly enjoys the good life
He's relentless here with the ground and pound.
and has always approached his career with a similar bravado.
I'm coming, baby! I'm coming!
Covington very much known for his aggression, and the takedowns are starting to pile up now.
Never mincing words,
It didn't matter who's in his cage tonight. No one would stop me from getting my hand raised!
never holding back.
I want bigger names, man. I want my title shot.
Well, there's a reason they call him Chaos. He likes to stay unpredictable.
Dana, I'm size 32 waist. Get that belt ready for me.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Colby Chaos Covington.
But even after a dominant start to his UFC campaign,
Listen to the reception for Colby Covington.
Covington felt it was about time the masses took notice.
Brazil, you're a dog. All you filthy animals suck. We ain't translating tonight, baby. All you need to know is bring me my belt.
I just turned it up to 100.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
I went out there and I was unapologetic in my beliefs.
Here at Colby Covington Incorporated, we do what the we want.
There's always haters along the way. There's always people that have opinion on the internet.
I'm sick of these dorks out here, these little bloggers. They're all losers sitting on their mom's couches. They're not even the best burger flippers in their town.
All these people are snowflakes. They're all these Cheeto-eating dorks that are in their mom's basements that have an opinion, and their opinion doesn't matter to me, so whatever. I lost some friends. I lost some family members, people that didn't agree with the way I was promoting my business and the politics that I was promoting. As Donald Trump's favorite fighter, as the people's champion, as America's champion, I'm gonna do what the people want.
And ultimately, that's why Colby Chaos Covington came, to make the UFC great again.
I'm in the distribution. I'm like Atlantic. I got no pretty things flying across the Atlantic. I know Pablo.
Covington at his suffocating best here early on. Drags Lawler down.
But who cares what people's opinions are? You know, it is what it is. They're gonna have their feelings hurt.
I don't give a about your feelings.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
The only thing I see is red, white, and blue, and occasionally green when it goes into my bank account.
This has got to be brutal facing a guy like this.
My roof back, roof money.
Covington!
I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. When they snatch black, I cry for 100.
This pace is ridiculous. No one's been able to do this to Dos Anjos.
I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be respected, and I'm here to create my legacy, and I want to be the best fighter of all time.
Colby is for real. All the trash talk aside, all the theatrics, he can fight.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm.
Covington's rise to become UFC interim welterweight champ and a perennial contender saw him fixate on the undisputed belt.
You can't run. You can't hide no more, Tyrone Woodley. If you got something to say, come see me, bitch.
Tyron looking for a submission here.
Everybody wants to see me versus Tyke Will. That's why I'm here to make the UFC welterweight division great again. And by the year's end, I will unify my belt and retire Tyrone Woodley for good.
And anyone who competed for it would bear the brunt of Covington's unrelenting vitriol.
He's been on my radar for years, Colby Covington. I just think he wasn't content with letting his body of work speak for itself, like I was.
So on behalf of my husband and I, we want to thank y'all for coming. This is really about two families coming together.
Between my family and the Grace family, we would like to thank all of you guys. And tomorrow, we're turning up, all right?
I didn't get into the sport to become rich and famous and live that lifestyle, even though I am.
He doesn't have to do this. He's here because he wants to be the best welterweight in the world. Oh! Moraes is down and out! Kamaru Usman!
I still stick with my core values. I understand the importance of taking care of my family.
This thank you to my fans, my family. Dad, that one's for you, Pops. Everybody watching over there, that's for you.
I understand that I'm a role model for people.
But this night will belong to the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
We got one more step, baby. We want that strap.
That is one of the most impressive title-winning efforts I have ever seen in my entire career.
After Kamaru Usman seized the welterweight belt from Tyron Woodley,
Introducing the challenger, Colby!
he would first defend it against Colby Covington.
Las Vegas, this is how you treat a winner?
Marty Fake Newsman, no one cares about him. The only reason he's relevant is because he attaches his name to mine. I'm detaching this little clown from my coattails.
Well, he is a polarizing figure, but he is also one of the best pound-for-pound mixed martial artists on the planet. Colby Covington gets his first shot at an undisputed UFC championship tonight.
This guy's a real threat to Kamaru Usman.
You need a foil. You got to have a good guy and a bad guy, and Kamaru has to prove that he's the good guy by vanquishing the villain over here. Time!
In that fight, we both recognized what it was. We both looked at each other and said, you talked all of this stuff, we're gonna duke it out. I'm gonna make you pay for everything that you've said.
If you want to touch doing that, God bless.
Oh, man. Woo, here we go. Think I need a Xanax or something.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Start with your jab. Start with your jab.
Good right hand by Usman. Good kick to the body by Colby. Oh, they're getting after it.
I mean, right away, no feeling out process.
Furious pace early.
Yes, this is the type of pace Covington wants to set.
Oh, Colby.
Covington is landing some real good shots in these exchanges, man.
Real good shots.
Incredible output over the first 5 minutes.
Everybody could see plain as day what happened.
Good left hand by Colby.
Oh,
he hurt him. Oh, he hurt him.
I'm putting the momentum on. You know, I wobbled him multiple times in the fight.
Wow.
Kick him in the liver. He calls a nut shot.
Oh.
Time. Stay there. Time.
Oh, my nuts. Let me get 5 minutes to recover.
Touch. Stay there.
His foot came up and grazed my cup. Instantly, as a man, it's like, oh, this is about to shut down.
It was on the belt line, I think. Close, though. Very close.
And I'm waiting for it. I'm like, oh, no, it doesn't feel, let's go.
Look at me. You good? Going back in.
The pace that Colby can operate on is pretty extraordinary.
And the cardio king, I started putting the cardio on him, and he started to break and melt.
Colby with the volume.
And then the eye poke.
Oh, he got poked.
Mark Howard in the middle of the action.
Oh, doctor, my right eye.
I'm telling the doctor, just wipe the Vaseline so I can resume kicking this kid's ass. And the doctor's saying, oh, well, I need to check this. I'm like, just wipe the Vaseline.
And we are back underway late here in round 3, 30 seconds to go.
Usman is the one now putting out the output. I mean, Usman's still building right now.
Oh, big left hand.
There was nothing that was gonna deter me from kicking his ass, and I did.
Oh my goodness, what a fight!
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
I think I broke my jaw.
Wait, hold it. 5 minutes. Yes. 5 minutes. Jaws, bro.
Hey, relax. 5 minutes, buddy. Stay strong.
Covington's jaw could be broken. What a couple of absolute warriors.
I mean, these two are the best welterweights in the world.
Unquestionably.
You know?
Oh! Usman's turning it up. Oh!
Usman's got him hurt bad.
He's slumpy. Make him bang. Make him bang.
There's a knockdown for Kamaru Usman. Covington back to his feet. Oh, another knockdown. Trying to put Covington away. That is it. And still, Kamaru Usman finishes Colby Covington. That has got to feel good.
They said I got finished. I didn't get finished. I stood right up. He faked the eye poke. He faked the nut shot.
The Nigerian Nightmare fought like a man who was not going to be denied.
And I was winning the 5th. So who knows what the judges were going to say if he didn't do a premature stoppage.
Usman made sure to keep those scorecards out of the equation tonight.
You're just down underneath, holding on for dear life, faces cut, blood gushing everywhere. It was the referee's job to protect you.
Thank you, my brother, for making America great again. Thank you.
The minute I got out of that cage, I was like, I want my rematch.
And this is a rivalry that likely is not going to end tonight.
We have unfinished business.
Although Colby Covington's loss to champion Kamaru Usman
Another knockdown!
was one he felt ended prematurely,
And still!
there was no denying that the performance was not his best. And Covington identified the source of his problems: that American top team. World-renowned and investment-backed. State-of-the-art and champion-rich. ATT is a fighter's dream. But for a big personality like Covington, the crowded mats clouded his focus.
There was so many egos in this gym at the time. I had so much hateful energy around me, and it was dragging me down before. That's why you didn't see the best Colby Chaos Covington last time I fought Usman. I couldn't improve as a fighter, and I felt that every time I went to that place, so I knew I needed to make a change.
Covington would find what he was looking for 30 miles south, in the heart of Hialeah, Miami's inland neighbor, and home to the unassuming MMA masters.
The MMA Masters will be around for a long time, since 2009. We started in a very small gym, and today we are here in this big 30,000 square feet location. A lot of hard work.
We don't have anybody behind us, you know, like with a lot of money. We start from scratch, and we got here, so I thank God every day.
I used to see Colby fighting at local shows, and when he left his team, he reached out to us, and we welcome him. So now you can come anytime. It's gonna be a pleasure to work with you.
Nice.
MMA Masters has been a godsend for me.
Yes, right there.
It's not about a team, it's not about anybody else, it's just around me. That's why I've seen so much improvement in my game.
Yes.
The first fight of the year for Colby Covington since he was beaten by Kamaru Usman in the undisputed welterweight title fight last December.
No secret, man. Hard work and do what you do best. You're born to fight. You are a natural fighter, man.
Covington now training at MMA Masters in Miami. Two of the more unheralded elite coaches in the game. Let's go! Trying to help Covington realize his dream as the undisputed champion.
Nice.
They've helped me to understand timing.
There you go, there you go.
Perfect timing on the takedown, made it easy, waited for the right hand and shot underneath it.
Yes!
Helped me to understand reflexes.
Always reaction.
It is hard to get a hold of Colby, not easy to just get punched.
And getting your head out of the way. Before I didn't move my head. I just went straight forward trying to put that cardio on guys and pressure guys and break them.
This is a prime Colby Covington doing what he does best.
Now we're using that energy more wisely.
Yes, yes, he's very tired.
And you know, I've seen the best me that I've ever seen.
I mean, it was just pretty much a dominant, non-stop performance here. He has closed this Woodley chapter emphatically tonight.
Wait till the next time I see you. There ain't gonna be no cheap shots. You're not gonna be able to call fake nut shots. You're on borrowed time. This is my time. I'm getting my belt back. You didn't break my face. I got right up and protested it right away. That was a fake stoppage, fake rep, fake fight. Wait till I see you next time. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead.
Covington's new approach to fighting supports his never-ending quest for Kamaru Usman's belt. And Covington's departure from a large camp to seek individual focus is a method that Usman has adopted as well. After preparing for the first fight against Covington with Henry Hoof's South Florida fight team.
With the humongous team, there's a fight every weekend until the coaches are gone.
1 second. That's right on my right. Come on, move your feet, move your feet. You don't need to run, but move your feet. That's good. Let's do a couple more times.
How much better am I getting when I'm not really spending time with the coaches like that?
1, 2, 2.
Being with Henry, I learned the fundamentals, which I am eternally grateful for.
Nice left hook.
But I knew that there was another level that I could get to. And I just needed the right coach to pair with.
Usman found what he was looking for in the Rockies. Because nobody epitomizes the fighter-first mentality quite like Trevor Whitman, who made an exception to welcome Usman. One that extended Whitman's roster of 2 athletes to 3.
All right, every combo you throw, finish with the jab. It's wonderful. Change the speeds. It's good.
Kamaru is a champion.
1-2. The jab cross hook.
So it's about polishing. It's about shining.
Good. Right foot trigger. Very nice. Again. Good. Low and strong. Good. 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 Yep.
How do I hone in what he does great and make it just a little better?
Go. See? You're gonna land that every time. I love it. One jab.
He's got a nice stiff jab.
Don't you forget the body. Thank you, Kamaru.
Trevor has improved and elevated my game.
Keep touching the body for me. Simple. He's already breaking, bro.
In little subtle ways that make a huge impact.
And still!
Ain't no stopping us. We do the impossible.
So keep the motion like that just for a little bit and add a little bit of just off beats with feints. It's kind of like when we were fighting Burns and we got a little relaxed moving out on the left.
Stay strong, baby, with good movement. With good movement. I love it.
Double jab.
There's levels to this game, and Kamaru's level is higher than we even thought of before.
Thank you. Again. Good.
Adding to that foundation that Hooft has created and learning how to stand here, block a kick, take a kick, deliver a kick.
That might be something that he's working on in Colorado that he didn't do as much of down in Florida.
But now with Trevor, it's find the angle, land the kill shot.
And that will do it! And still the best welterweight in the world!
And take a break.
I've always had the power.
If Kamaru Usman is better, it's bad news for the division.
What a monster. Incredible.
Stay sharp, stay sharp, stay sharp.
It's just now putting a little bit of fine-tuning into it.
You're killing them with fundamentals. You are not desperate. You break this.
Kamaru Usman's right hand is ridiculous.
Ain't no stopping us. We do the impossible.
The most recent title defense of UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman was particularly special.
Kamaru Usman still undisputed!
Because Usman's previously incarcerated father, Muhammad, got to see the fruits of his son's labor in person for the first time.
This is my pops back here behind me. It's such an amazing joy to have my family complete once more.
That's what it's all about, man. This dude loves and lives for his family.
And the champ is relishing in the added presence to his life.
Let's welcome the Nigerian nightmare himself, Kamaru Usman and his father, Muhammad. So, the judge sentenced you to 15 years, Muhammad. How long did you do?
10 years, almost 11 years.
11 years total.
Almost 11 years.
Being gone for 10 years, even though, yes, you're on the phone to communicate and things like that, it's still not the same as being able to be present. And so now starting to, close that gap from that distance that we've had.
I just want to tell you that I am internally grateful for you to feel that.
My family's always been great for me, and I love being able to return the favor.
The same for my mom as well. You've done everything that you can for us. And so we have a surprise for you. Look under your seat.
Wow.
I told you I wanted you guys to look for your house, and you said that you found one that you like. So those are the keys. You got it.
When I was a child, when you're a kid, you only dream of being in a position to do something like that for your parents. Buying them a house, buying them a car.
How are you?
And just making them full on the inside.
The last residents are just moved out, so my first time actually seeing the joint. So how many we did? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. This is what I always wanted in a house, is a theater room. Now I'm having to create one in my place right now, but this had already came built in here.
Now I'm in a position to where I'm blossoming. You know, it's a blessing and it's a position that I don't take for granted.
Usman's prosperity is the result of mounting UFC title defenses. But to maintain the level of success that he and his family have now grown accustomed to, the champ must defeat Colby Covington for a second time on November 6th.
This rematch means more than life itself. I want this rematch more than I want to breathe.
You got unfinished business.
Really?
You better show up.
Really?
I'm coming for you.
You said that last time. What happened?
Yeah, you wait till this time. When I see you, you're dead. There's way more animosity now because he's claiming this fake narrative. Oh, I broke your jaw. Oh, I broke this. Dude, it wasn't broken. It was fake news. He landed a good punch on me. You know, I was fighting very reckless. I was fighting with my hands down.
Colby's throwing and winging. Usman's very patient.
I threw everything out the door. I wanted to put on a good show for the UFC fans.
Oh!
November 6th, it's going to be completely different. I'm going to have my hands up. I'm going to be guarded at all times, and I'm going to put the pressure on him. He's not going to be able to stop my momentum.
Hey, Cham. One more round. Let's go.
Nobody's stopping me from getting revenge on November 6th. There's just so many pages left unturned in that first fight. It was a fake fight, fake ref, fake outcome, fake stoppage. I was beating him 3 rounds to 1. That was my fight. He knows that. Deep down inside, he knows that.
His loss to me has, I think, destroyed him.
Dude, you don't realize I got robbed of my whole entire life's dream since I was 5 years old, and all I wanted was a fair shake. Is that too much to ask?
There's just some athletes that are just gonna have to live with knowing that in the time where you existed, someone else existed that was better than you. And I think that's something he's gonna have to live with, and I think it might eat at him for the rest of his life.
The media's hyping him up to be some pound-for-pound GOAT. No one has the resume that I have in this sport. No one's done the things that I've done in the sport, the history I've created, the moments I've created. I want to go down in history as the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
I'm confident in the growth that I've made in my career. I'm confident in the growth that I've made in my style. I'm confident in the growth that I've made in my work, to where I think he's going to understand that this is a different level.
In the world's leading MMA promotion, a war of words is always definitively settled in the octagon. In a UFC 268 in New York City, challenger Colby Covington and reigning king Kamaru Usman
Still undisputed!
have their chance to determine once and for all who the true champion is at 170 pounds.
I expect the rematch to be whatever I make it.
We already knew he was the best in the world at 170 pounds. More affirmation tonight.
If I feel like I want to be systematic and dissect him and get him out of there early, I will do that. But if I feel like getting in a scrap, I might do that as well.
I'm going to beat Usman the way I should have beat him the first fight, putting the pressure on him that he can't hang. I'm going to put him in the deep end. I'm going to drown him.
Pace is ridiculous that Covington is keeping.
I'm bringing the hurt. I'm bringing the violence. I promise you that.
What a couple of absolute warriors.
There we go, moving. Let's go.
November 6th, MSG, and still.
I mean, these two are the best welterweights in the world.
Well, there was a time a couple of years ago when Thug Rose Namajunas was sort of a reluctant UFC strawweight champion. She felt somewhat liberated when she relinquished the title to Jessica Andrade. She believes that this time around, her preparation is the best that she has ever put forth.
The co-main event of UFC 268 will be a strawweight title rematch between former champions Rose Namajunas.
When she is on her game, she is a sight to behold. It's like she's floating on air.
And Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili is a marauder. She comes forward and smashes.
She has won, remarkably, 21 consecutive fights.
She represents a nation.
Who first went toe-to-toe in April of this year.
Well, Thug Rose has been waiting patiently. Tonight is the night she attempts to take the belt back from champion Zhang Weili.
This is what Rose Namajunas has to do the whole time. She's got to be popping.
Good motion, patience all night. You got it right before she moves. She's about to move.
Early head kick. Thug Rose has regained the strawweight throne.
You're the best. Who the best? I'm the best. Who the best?
I mean, when Rose Namajunas wins titles, she does it in spectacular fashion, doesn't she?
New UFC strawweight champion of the world, Rose Namajunas.
As Bruce Buffer was saying your name, you were saying to yourself, I'm the best.
I am the best.
专注度没有在自身，然后去。但我那个时候正在倒时差，身体就是黑白颠倒那种感觉。然后
The importance of Rose's movement. She's got to be light on her feet. She's got to create a lot of angles.
所以我们这次格斗周啊，就是训练啊，都提前很早就来了。
If Rose can be on her bicycle all night, she's very difficult to deal with.
这次呢，我的教练团队从跟我一起来到美国，我现在的教练团队是世界最顶尖的。
Those inside low kicks.
哦，他是
This back leg?
Yeah.
This back leg never moved. So you went?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is why I don't pivot. I don't pivot.
彭瑞呢，他跟我分享了很多他的比赛的经验。
I think the leg kicks and the wrestling are primary.
他说打 Rose， 他觉得踢腿和摔跤是最重要的两个。
Third, fourth rounds, the hands, ba 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 ba.
然后第三。
包括在场上的一些心态的变化，一些技术的变化，我相信我这次比赛中一定可以用出来。
He is a gold medalist. He is the best in the world at what he does.
Former simultaneous UFC flyweight and bantamweight champion Henry Cejudo.
Knocks TJ Dillashaw out in round one. That's it. Get him a second belt.
Also known for his Olympic gold medal in freestyle wrestling, has welcomed Zhang Weili to the Arizona desert.
There you go, punch. Yeah.
To help prepare her for the rematch with Rose Namajunas. Now set for November 6th in New York City.
She's probably the best female athlete I've ever seen.
One of her deficiencies that I feel like she could work on is wrestling. And not just wrestling, but mixed martial arts, because in China, mixed martial arts is still fairly new down there. Kick that front leg, and if you notice, Andrade, this is where she has success. She wasn't here. So she wanted more of that MMA aspect, and that's why we're here. That's why we're all here to help her push that car. You just got caught, Weili. We have to accept that sometimes we get caught and we lose. But it starts off here. And I just go back and I rely to my example.
Demetrius Johnson remains the flyweight champion.
First to take down Henry Cejudo inside the octagon.
Being knocked out, being conscious, knowing that the dude took me out.
He has gained some invaluable UFC experience.
You shouldn't see it as a loss. You should see it as an opportunity to get better.
What a night for Henry Cejudo.
This is why we're here together, to come up with a plan and take our belt back.
亨利教了我很多东西，他教我打开自己的思想，然后如何控制距离，如何用假动作，如何摔跤，教了我非常多。
Yes.
OK.
We walk back, 2 set their feet, 2 jump. And we're literally right here, 2 jump. We're literally right here.
Using that leg to control the head, the underhook, the wrist, and the leg. Yeah? 3, 1, 2, to me.
我觉得亨瑞他给了我很多秘密武器，他这也是我这次获胜的关键。
That was perfect. When fight time comes, she's gonna be acclimated, and boy, watch out, man, lock them damn doors.
Zhang Weili's training camp revisions are critical to avenging her lone UFC defeat. And getting the title back from Rose Namajunas.
Thug Rose has regained the strawweight throne!
But the two-time champ pays no mind to Cejudo's added presence on the other side.
She could train with him as much as she wants, but, you know, there's Henry Cejudo, and then there's Pat Barry.
Pat Barry's going crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Pat Barry's losing his mind.
There's Trevor Whitman.
How about Trevor Whitman, though, right? They do all this together.
There's Chico Camus.
Her teammate Chico Camus, he really gets her into that flow state and makes her feel unstoppable.
And then there's Greg Nelson, so.
Of course, you have Greg Nelson entrenched in her corner. Just an incredible moment for incredible people. There's no doubt about it.
Having those really strong people around me, it elevates me to a whole nother level.
She just trains with an amazing team. That's an all-star corner right there.
For UFC 268 training camp, Namajunas is splitting time between Trevor Whitman in Colorado and Greg Nelson in Minnesota, who, along with Pat Barry, once teamed up to prepare former UFC heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar for some of the biggest title bouts in history. But the strawweight queen they prepare today is easy by comparison, as indicated by her most recent flawless performance.
That was perfect.
When Rose Namajunas wins titles, she does it in spectacular fashion, doesn't she? Could it be any better?
The last fight with Weili, she had 10 different ways that Weili can lose. Weili didn't survive the first attack.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook his ankle, reach up, and take him down.
Weili, she didn't even get to feel her strength on the ground.
Yes.
There's a strength that Rose has that nobody has even felt yet, and it's getting stronger all of the time.
Just holding that with just one arm. Being on Team Rose is all about Rose being the best version of herself. You don't necessarily have to take her opponent into so much consideration. For the rematch, she's prepared to fight anyone on that night.
Skill for skill, Zhang Weili and Rose Namajunas are a cut above. So for this rematch on November 6th, it could be mind over body that determines who walks away with the belt.
Anyone who loses a fight in that manner, it's really hard to come back from that. You have to have a life-changing experience to be able to get in with that level of confidence and that level of preparedness after getting your head kicked off by a kick you didn't even see coming. I mean, think about it. The last time Weili saw Rose, she just woke up.
She's upset. She doesn't want to believe it.
发挥出来就是训练的东西就已经结束了。
She is just this dominant force.
所以我觉得，如果他要是把我打个3回合，或打我5回合，把我打的都是感觉就自己就技术上什么都不如他，那我感觉肯定心服口服。
That was nasty.
这次输了以后，我就更多的就是不甘心的感觉。
They're heavy knees.
Oh my word! Zhang Weili makes history.
She can say what she wants, but I'm definitely a scary person to stand across from.
That is it! Rose Namajunas!
That'll help this next time, just knowing that I'm the best.
The Rose! Unbelievable!
之前的比赛，上次的比赛已经过去了，然后这次比赛是一场新的比赛，我准备得非常非常充分。我觉得我想成为一个新的冠军。
UFC 268's feature bout will showcase the convergence of two like-minded lightweights.
Let's go!
Justin Gaethje.
Good, set it up.
And Michael Chandler.
One guy go! One guy go!
Both former UFC title challengers whose journeys took place seemingly side by side.
Justin Gaethje and I are cut from a very similar cloth. Smaller town guys, wrestling background,
We just signed Michael Chandler, and he will weigh in
155
in case anything happens to Habib or Justin. So he is now part of the UFC family.
Oh, uppercut, right hand, big uppercut again. That's it.
Our paths from outside the UFC coming into the UFC.
Justin Gaethje is a big name before entering the octagon, and boy, has he lived up to the hype.
Shooting ourselves up to the top of the division very quickly.
There's that patented leg kick from Gaethje. Oh, nice body shot to left hook up top from Gaethje.
Getting world title shots.
Oh, triangle choke by Nurmagomedov.
He's out. He's out.
He's tapping. Oh.
The eagle rises again.
I talked with my mother. I promise her it's gonna be my last fight.
And our fight styles are very similar.
Chandler is just such a gorilla.
Hooker covering up. Michael Chandler, bona fide UFC lightweight contender.
Michael Chandler will, in fact, fight for a UFC lightweight championship. He'll be fighting Charles Oliveira.
That's what Michael Chandler does to you. The way he approaches fights is just a seek and destroy mentality.
Oh, and now a right sits Oliveira down.
He's in real trouble.
Oh, Oliveira in a world of trouble early.
Big shot from the top by Chandler.
I mean, the power of Chandler is a sight to behold, man.
Oliveira displaying some heart to stay in this fight.
Oh!
Chandler is down.
Chandler would fight for the UFC world title less than 1 year after signing with the promotion. But it was preceded by 2 highly active decades.
There it is.
That made it necessary to unwind.
I've essentially been a nonstop 365 days a year athlete since I was 14 years old.
Here it comes.
Wrestled through high school, wrestled through college.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Graduated college in May of 2009 and then had my first fight August of 2009, and I haven't looked back since.
I'm gonna count it down. Y'all ready? Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, not me. It's not me. It's Michael Chandler gets $100, ladies and gentlemen.
I love this sport. I love what I do. I feel extremely blessed to be in the position that I'm in. But I needed a little bit of time off to kind of clear my head. I rebuilt up my spirit, rebuilt up my love for the sport.
How close are we? I feel like we're like 5 feet away from the water, bro. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to do whatever you want? Dude, there's so many people up there with their hands up with their phones.
When I go out there and finish Justin Gaethje, it'll be another step towards becoming the UFC lightweight champion.
That's crazy.
Chandler's return fight will come against Justin Gaethje, who, like Chandler, has been wrestling his entire life.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome, and thank you for joining us at the UNC Athletics Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
And looks back fondly on a decorated career.
I wrestled at the University of Northern Colorado.
Okay, you're looking at this camera.
It was cool to come and wrestle D1. That was a big goal of mine. You know, now being inducted in the Hall of Fame, it's definitely a special moment for me, for my family. I get messages from people of all ages writing me and telling me how I can keep them going just by, you know, pure effort. Humans recognize effort, and I give max effort every time I stepped on the mat for UNC and every time I step in the octagon.
Thank you, Justin. Congratulations again.
Please direct your attention to the field as we recognize the UNC Athletics Hall of Fame class of 2020. First, Justin Gaethje.
Growing up wrestling was definitely, you know, the reason I've made it this far in this sport. The mentality that it breeds in an athlete is never give up on yourself.
This is one of the greats here. Listen to him. He's got a lot of good knowledge for you. We're just happy to have him here. Just give him a round of applause.
Thanks, guys. Hey, what you've been doing since you were kids in this sport is one of the toughest things you could do. So you guys keep pushing. Every time you step on that mat, rips heads off. Sorry, coach. Stay focused and hold yourself accountable.
Bears,
awesome.
baby.
Let's go.
UNC Bears.
Gaethje's interest in a professional MMA career would keep him in Colorado after graduation. where a relationship with local legend Trevor Whitman immediately materialized.
That was a little ridiculous what you made me do yesterday, Coach.
I can't get him to puke. He pukes his bars sometimes, so I'm not pushing him hard enough. That's obvious.
And the combat mastermind proved to be a particularly good fit for Gaethje.
The mentality that a wrestler has is we're super coachable. So you get someone like Trevor and a high-level wrestler, that kid's gonna make improvements overnight. His ability to teach is second to none.
Whitman prepares for the blockbuster UFC 268 in New York City, an event that will feature all three of his students. But champion Kamaru Usman,
go,
rematching Colby Covington in the headliner. Rose Namajunas defending her strawweight title against Zhang Weili in the co-main event, also in a high-stakes rematch.
Knee, good.
And Justin Gaethje facing the equally aggressive Michael Chandler.
I dare to think. Good job. Good. From the shadows to the best of all time. I made my dreams true.
Justin Gaethje and I are the epitome of two guys who go out there, throw with reckless abandon, throw caution to the wind.
Chandler continues to stalk his prey.
It's guaranteed fireworks.
Oh!
There's no way that this fight isn't exciting. Someone's probably getting finished. I am prepared to make a highlight or be made a highlight.
I want a high pace, I want a lot of action. Okay, just 2 minutes of high-paced wrestling. Wrestle!
Now, I'm an entertainer, a performer, a show-off.
Justin Gaethje!
I get bonuses because of my fights. They're so exciting. And I'm 100% for either getting stopped or knocking somebody out in the UFC. So either I'm going to go to sleep or he's going to go to sleep.
The stakes are high for every warrior who enters the octagon on November 6th with violence, affirmation, vindication, vengeance.
We're going to put Marty's lights out. Don't miss it!
And legacy, all on the line. It all goes down in the Big Apple at UFC 268.